Question: would you rather live your life believing a lie or die knowing the truth? This video is brought to you by Extreme Tees. Click on the link below. Make sure you put Kevin in the promo code and you'll get a 20% discount. What's going on, America? Kevin from Kevin's Corner, where I try to make sense out of nonsense. And we got a lot of nonsense going on right about now, ladies and gents. In fact, it's so nonsensical that I got to try to hide the mention of nonsense in some type of code, encryption, just to be able to tell y'all about the nonsense. Now, there are many people out there that would rather just live their lives believing that everything is one way. And they're okay with that. They're okay with following the whole flock of geese no matter where they're going. They're okay with going with that whole flock of sheep, even if those sheep are walking right into the gallows to get sheared, but they don't care. Because it allows them to live their life without making a brain hurt. It allows them to live their life believing everything is one way. But I feel kind of like, I guess when Neil decided to take that red pill, would you rather just go ahead and relax in that matrix? Or would you rather live your life knowing exactly what's going on and have the ability to have some type of decision making in your life? Well, that's what I'd rather do. Unlike the one character in the movie The Matrix that said he'd rather have just stayed in the Matrix. If he'd have known how tough it was going to get, outside of that Matrix, he'd have just said, go ahead and shove that red pill up your rooter. But not me. See, so I've been thinking all this crap going on around the United States, and we are full-blown, completely divided. How do we get there? How did we get to the point where some Americans are seeing something totally different than what other Americans are seeing? How do we get to a point where we're so divided on major things that I thought all American citizens enjoyed and believed in? Freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, all of those things, freedom to be able to travel where you want, stuff like that. Stuff that all of our antennas should go up when we see drastic change taking place real quick that will trample on some of our civil liberties. But half of the country is okay with this. They're supporting it. How do we get there? Well, me being the clever person that I am, I think I might have figured it out. So, once again, I'm going to have to do some of my metaphorical analogies, some of my wonderful breakdowns of just regular everyday stuff that maybe you can understand and see how we got here. Now, some people in America go to see magic shows. Those people that do that, they pay to do it. They go in there, they see that show, and they know deep down in their head, this is magic. I'm paying for it. Yes, I might be entertained. At the end of the show, I might be clapping. But I know deep down in my mind, I'm not going to be at the crib later that night, laying in the bed going, how in the world did they cut that lady in half and she lived? That's remarkable. I mean, I'm sure she's pretty beat up, but I'm just glad she just didn't die right in front of us. I'm not going to be sitting there at my job the next day wondering, how did they make that elephant disappear? I wonder, where is he? I'm not going to do that because I know that it's a magic trick. I'm aware of it. But what if magic tricks were being done in our everyday life and some people didn't have the ability to detect that they were watching magic? Do you think they'd be able to sniff it out, or would they start to believe the magic? Let me give you an example. When some network was showing some gunfire, going on in a certain state, and they said it was over in another country, that's what was happening. There were many people who believed it, okay? But when it came out that no, this was going down in Kentucky, many people believed the magic trick. See, because if magic is being done by people who you trust to be showing you reality, then the simple-minded people might confuse reality with magic. See how it works? See, yeah. See, they don't know that they're paying not paying rather, to see this magic show. See, me, when I see stuff like that, I go, now wait a minute, hold on. You're telling me this is happening where and when? Okay, I might want to dig a little bit more, because I'm not content with believing just the first thing that's thrown up in my face. Because see, if that's the case, you will fall for magic all the time. You fall for the trick. I could not let it go in college when this dude kept making his handkerchief disappear right in front of my eyes in my dorm room. And I'm thinking to myself, Kev, hold on to your understanding of reality. Handkerchiefs don't disappear. Therefore, it must be something else you got to keep looking for. I was not stupid enough to just go, well, can't figure it out. Therefore, it must be real magic. Man, you know what? You must have some superpower or something. Or you're one of the X-Men. No, I hung on to my common sense and rationale. And I had to figure out, how did you make this handkerchief disappear? Because there's no such thing as magic. But there are others that will walk away going, hey, whatever that magician on CNN showed me must be true. Whatever those magicians on MSNBC showed me must be true. See, they don't question it, and they're unaware that they are watching an unpaid magic show going on around them all the time. But folks that have, I don't know why we were immune to it. I don't know what makes certain people go, I don't know. I am watching a show, but I didn't pay for this one. I didn't come in here on my own. Therefore, my antennas are up when I see stuff that doesn't look right or real. And I'm not going to buy into it being real, because I'm going, even though I'm not sitting in a magician's performance, that still doesn't look real. So I'm going to question it. That's one part of my analogy. The other part is simple psychology. People go to psychiatrists or psychologists when they feel that they have lost grip of either their emotions, reality, maybe they're insecure, all these other things. You know, you go there, but you go with an expectation. So your mind is prepared to be, you know, kind of worked on, get under the hood, you know, some nuts and bolts. You are prepping for a change. In fact, you go there hoping for a change. You're going in there like Mike Jackson, like, I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. Oh yeah, you in there singing. And it's gonna feel real good. It's gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. All of that mess. And so when the doctor get under your hood and start to turn them some nuts and bolts, and you start recognizing some changes in your thinking and the way you see things, you're okay with that. See, you gave the consent for that. You paid for that. But when you are part of a, I guess, nationwide or worldwide psychological experiment where you don't know you sitting in the chair, when you don't know you're laying on that couch, when you don't know the doctor is not showing you he's a doctor, but he's dressed up like, say, maybe a news anchor, or he's dressed up like a politician, all of those things, but they are under your hood and you're not paying for it. Now, I don't know what it is. Once again, why some people can't recognize that, wait a minute, I'm starting to believe with these, I would say, unidentified psychologists are telling me to believe. And I'm losing grip on my ability to think objectively, to question some things. I'm losing my ability to see things with my own eyeballs in front of my face and say, that's not true. I'm losing my ability to say, I looked at this video footage, I heard this person say that, it doesn't make sense. But because these unsolicited psychiatrists have been tinkering in my mind through all types of methods, I am now going to suspend all of my reasoning skills and believe totally against what my eyes, my ears, my common sense all says. Now, some of us are immune to this type of psychology, I don't know. Some of us in society are able to know that, wait, I'm sitting watching a magic show, but I didn't pay for this one. And others go, yay, did you see that? Yeah, even though I'm not in a magic show, I believe what I just saw was, it was amazing. It was real. No, it was magic. And others say, well, you know what? Even though I'm thinking that I believe this, I believe that so-and-so is really a, you know what, nationalist. I believe
that there are certain places in our country and cities that, even though my eyes saw all types of stuff going on during, you know what, I don't believe anything was suspicious there. See, what you have been is completely hypnotized. You've been sitting in a psychiatrist's office being worked on to the point where your common sense have completely subsided to these narratives, whereas some of us have an immunity to it. I'm glad I do. Therefore, even though all of the persecution may come, the attacks, all of that, the shaming, who knows what we're in store for, I think, frankly, there's going to be some more grace given to America. And I think some very positive people for our country is going to rule our country continually still for at least a while longer. But nonetheless, either way it comes down, I would rather live my life knowing what is reality versus a magic show. I would rather live my life under severe persecution, saying, well, at least I'm aware that I'm being persecuted. At least I'm aware of what's going on. I'm in control of my own thoughts, my own mind. I'm making my own decisions, versus say, you know what, I can't have peace and serenity, but I'd have to believe a magic show. I would have to believe a magic show that I'm calling reality. I would have to buy into these psychiatrists just convincing me that there are certain things and realities that they're not. And I'm not willing to do that. But apparently half of America is. And that is why there's this great divide. Now, you've been listening to Kevin from Kevin's Corner. I'm not a doctor. I ain't got no PhD. I'm not a magician. I'm just an American citizen that's been looking at some things going on for a while and just coming to some conclusions that there's some people and entities out there that just don't mean as well. And they know by dividing this, by taking advantage of certain people that can't see the difference, that's how they continue to do it. But I'm here to shed light on the situation and pull them covers back and show y'all all the funky nakedness of you know who and the rest of them. So God bless y'all. God bless America. And I will see y'all next time, hopefully, in Kevin's Corner. I want to say thanks for checking out the video. Please check out KC Uncensored, my personal site, where you'll get uncensored material from me along with some archives. Check out Extreme Tees, my sponsor. The link is below this video. If you click on it and put Kevin in the promo code, you'll get a 20% discount. And finally, don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button. And if you'd like to donate to Kevin and Kevin's Corner, there's links below this video to do that as well. Okay, God bless you and God bless America. Take care.